show you how natives make fire. Tomorrow is the full moon, so we are making preparations by getting our new spring spot cleaned up a little bit more to create a new altar and have our first full moon ceremony out here by the pond. And I'm a water sign, so this is why I always love being by the water, why most of my altars and the ceremonies are by the springs. But there's also just something medicinal and meditative about a fire. It's very sacred, very ceremonial, very powerful, and I think there's just something incredibly satisfying about the balance of opposites with the fire and the water. It is also my moon time for this month. It started 2 days ago, and it's a little late for the new moon, but just a few days early for the full moon. So this is going to be, I think, a very special weekend, very special moon ceremony. I've been resting, I've been moving at my own pace and doing the things that make me feel grounded in preparations for our moon ceremony this weekend. Ain't that right, Lauren? One of the really cool things about spirituality, spiritual journeys, witchcraft, shamanism, there are so many ways to achieve your goals. And where there's not necessarily a right or wrong way to do anything, there are certain traditions, tried and true practices that we can learn from, that we can be inspired by, based on our heritage, our culture, our ancestors, things that we feel called to. And that's why no two people's walk will ever look the same. And why, although TikTok trends are great, not everything works for everyone, and not everyone should practice just anything. It's important to know yourself before you can know your practice or your journey. And if finding yourself is part of that journey, then do the inner work first. Figure out where you come from, where you want to go, where you're at. And then research. Lots and lots of research. You might find that some things resonate with you stronger than others. Some things may just not sit right with you at all. And that's okay. Maybe that means it's not for you. That doesn't mean it's not for someone else. Sometimes people start to feel burnt out or like what they're doing isn't working. And it's because they've simply only taken the trends or the basic foundation and built a whole revelation on top of it, rather than doing the work and laying the foundation first. It's easy to get caught up in the world, all the chaos and the craziness, the instant conveniences, the modern luxuries. And that's why moments like this is good to experience, because it reminds us to slow down and remember who we are and what we want to achieve. and why we're here. Sometimes I get so distracted and taking care of everything and everyone around me that I forget to take care of myself. I neglect my own desires and my own ideas and my own practices. And so it's good to take time to reground myself. And doing this is one of the best ways. Living out here in the mountains, practically fully off-grid, may seem like a struggle or inconvenience to a lot of people, but I see it as an opportunity to reconnect with Earth, with creation, with God, Creator, Goddess, my shadow self, my crone self, my maiden self, just every part of me. Every moment I spend out here doing this is another moment I spend connecting with myself again, refueling myself from the very energy source, surrounded by her very fire and her very waters of life. So you can build a little campfire in the backyard or out by the creek and it just be a simple campfire. Or you can take the opportunity to slow down and make it more intentional and create such a common and mundane practice be a spiritual awakening for you, be a soul regenerating experience for you. Anyways, enjoy the full moon this weekend.